After using it for a month, I think the Lululemon Studio Mirror might be the best home gym equipment machine I've ever tested.
I'll admit I was skeptical at first. The world of workout mirrors seemed to prioritize aesthetics over the actual fitness experience. But now I can say I'm officially a believer. Though the mirror first came out in 2018, I started testing it a few weeks ago at a time when quick, versatile workouts made the most sense for my personal schedule and wellness goals.
It's since been rebranded to the Lululemon Studio Mirror, with the Lululemon Studio platform that basically leverages partnerships with well-known fitness studios to provide original programming as well as discounts to in-person classes, which is huge for people looking to take a hybrid workout solution.
I'd also demoed Tonal not long ago, and while it's a gym membership replacing beast of a machine, it still intimidated me a bit. The Fitcher mirror I recently reviewed and we did a full video on felt more my speed, but as a newcomer to the home fitness industry, that class catalog didn't yet have enough to offer.
Now let's just say the Studio Mirror has mostly everything I look for in a home gym.
Though I can't say it's totally revolutionized my relationship with fitness, it has introduced me to certain workout styles that make me feel stronger. Though with anything I test, there are a few things I wish were a bit different.
Here are the biggest takeaways from my month-long experience with the Lululemon Studio Mirror.
Both the pros and the cons, or things I think you should know about if you're considering getting one for yourself. One of the first things I realized when I started reviewing the mirror is that its class library is endless. Previously, as I mentioned, I'd been testing the Fitcher Smart Mirror for several weeks, and I kind of got used to running out of class options in my preferred workout styles. Switching to the mirror, I almost felt overwhelmed by the abundance of options. There were so many classes. With over 15 workout styles and about 20 live classes per day, there's pretty much one new class in popular workout styles every single day. The thing about live classes is that the coaches will shout you out for being there, and you can actually turn on a discrete camera to show yourself while working out to the coach and other class members with their cameras on. This could be good for developing more of a group class mentality or getting a small bit of feedback from the coach. I can't say I really look for that, so I opted out, and I even kept this little camera cover that's included with the mirror. Now, since I use the mirror every other day, more or less, I had 2 to 3 new choices that were uploaded after going live for my preferred workout styles, which are bar, Pilates, strength, and yoga for those who are curious. And that's before working my way back in the massive catalog of classes that aired before I even received the mirror. I especially like the bookmark setting in the app that lets me see classes I filtered, and it updates with new classes that meet the filtering criteria while removing ones I've already taken. Not that taking the same class twice is a bad thing. I swear there's this one P90X DVD I followed over a dozen times, but I do think it's more motivating to do something that feels more fresh or maybe more surprising. That said, if you don't like surprise, you can actually get a preview of the entire class broken down in intervals of moves, so you know what you're in for before you press play. Choosing classes to take is made easier by a number of filters, perhaps the most important of which is difficulty levels. Depending on the degree of intensity I'm up for on a given day, or if I'm inexperienced in a certain workout style, I can narrow down my search to classes that match what I need. Better yet, I found the difficulty levels give accurate representations of what to expect from a class. That's huge.
But if there's a move I don't feel comfortable with, the Studio Mirror has great modifications.
The modifications aren't like overarching for anyone taking the class though. On the mirror, the modifications are curated to your specific problem points. For example, I have kind of fragile knees from my days as an athlete. I added this information to my profile, and now when classes feature movements that might bother that part of my body, a virtual modification appears on the screen without interrupting the class. That way I can choose whether I want to follow the modification or the coach, or a little bit of both. Like many workout machines these days, the Apple Watch acts as a compatible heart rate monitor. While Lululemon sells a mirror-branded monitor, using the Apple Watch to track your pulse definitely has its perks. Now, not only does it show my heart rate and reflect it on the mirror, but I can pause or play my current class directly from my wrist. I can also see how much longer I have left for a given movement, which is a game changer for exercises like planks or push-ups when I can't crane my neck up to the screen. Again, this isn't really an exclusive feature. Peloton has similar similar functionality to the Studio Mirror for using the Apple Watch to navigate classes, and of course, Apple Watch is central to the Apple Fitness Plus experience. Integration with one of the best smartwatches might not matter to everyone, but for me, it's become essential. Perhaps the other more minor convenience I personally really enjoy that's like separate from the quality of workouts is the music selection. You can actually pick what music style you want for the classes. And the pop channel is my favorite, which actually plays top hits and trending songs, like good music, not trash. Now, I talked about a lot of good, but that doesn't mean that this is absolutely perfect. When I completed a class on the Fitcher Mirror, the next class suggested would just pop up. All I need to do is raise my hand to jump right into another workout. I'm the kind of person who likes stacking multiple short classes together in one session, and I'm usually willing to embrace suggestions. I'd like if there was a similar way to start a second or even a third class on the Mirror without having to go back into the app on my phone and possibly get distracted enough by messages or TikTok to lose my workout mojo. Peloton has a feature that lets you stack classes into a playlist.
Maybe that's something the Studio Mirror could eventually borrow.
And then there's that membership fee. The upfront cost of the Mirror is $1,495, but then you'll pay a $39 monthly membership for the classes. I'm not currently paying that fee as part of this review, but since this is shaping up to be a machine I might end up buying for myself, I have to consider if the recurring cost is worth it. In the at-home fitness space, $39 per month is actually very standard, but the Mirror is something that you don't actually have physical contact with, like with an exercise bike or a treadmill, or even Tonal with all of its weight suspension system bells and whistles. In fact, you need to actually buy or have some equipment for certain classes. A high membership fee seems a little bit more valuable when the machine itself replaces equipment you'll otherwise find at a gym.
That said, to make the most of a Lululemon Studio membership, you'll probably want to take those in-person classes at a discount or shop at Lululemon for 10% off. I meant it when I said the Lululemon Studio Mirror is a machine I'm considering as a permanent fixture in my own home gym. It's really not often I test equipment or workout services that check all of the important boxes, from a large class selection and useful modifications to Apple Watch compatibility, great music, and more. And I didn't even really need to state the obvious that this is a great looking piece of equipment that doesn't require turning my entire apartment into a workout space. It's compact and actually easy to move. I could even wall mount it if that was my preference. Plus, I get to do my daily fit checks with it. While I wish I could launch new classes or stack classes without using the app, and I can't help but rationalize a lower price membership tier, these are minor grievances in the scope of everything the Mirror does right. I work out a lot, all different kinds of exercise types, but I have to say the type of classes I use the Studio Mirror for make me feel really strong and toned. An exercise bike or a treadmill is great for cardio, but I'm getting into the nitty-gritty of my muscles like I never have before. It's hard to quantify as health and fitness is extremely personal to everyone. And maybe that's why I really like some machines more than others. Or in the case of the Studio Mirror, more than all the others.
So, does it sound like the Mirror checks all the boxes that matter to you for home gym equipment? Be sure to let me know. I'm also happy to answer any of your questions. I'm on Twitter at Kate Kozich. Be sure to hit me up there. You can also check out Tom's Guide on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at Tom's Guide for more fitness reviews, tips, and how-tos. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.